All right, man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATTW. As usual, we try our best to kick off with the top 10 songs in the country, put together by the only aggregate chart system in the country, putting together streaming and radio numbers together on a weekly basis. We have some activity just outside of the top 10. Just outside of the top 10, Odumodublvck's Groovin' with Davido debuts at number 14. Okay. Kaestyles Rover with Ayomaf debuts at number 19, and Adekunle Gold's Only God Can Save Me with Davido debuts at number 30. It is challenging for a top 10 peak on next week's chart, along with multiple songs off the album that are rising to a new peak in next week's chart. All right. Also, put in context, Odumodu dropped on a Monday, which obviously shaves up some time from the whole week. Because they're still running off of the Friday system. But anyway, man, moving up into the top 10. Okay, DJ Tunes, One Condition with Wizkid and Fola is sitting at number 10 after falling from number 6 last week. All right, moving up to number 9, we have Bella Shmurda's Bounce with Sheyi Vibes debuts at number 9 after tallying 2.57 million on-demand streams, making it number 5 on streaming, and negligible activity on radio during the tracking week. Okay, which now brings us to number 8 this week. Falling from number 5, we have Young John's Cash Flow with Wizkid. All right, at number 8 this week. Then going on to number 7, we have a former number 1, by Burna Boy, Love. Okay, drops from number 4 to number 7 this week. All right, moving up to number 6, we have Zinoliski's Celine Dion debuts at number 6 on the official top 100. It tallied 2.97 million on-demand streams, making it number 2 on streaming, and negligible radio activity during the tracking week. All right. Bringing us up to number 5 on this week's top 10, we have Odumodublvck, Big Time with Wizkid, debuting at number 5 on this week's top 10 on the official top 100, despite 4 days of availability. Okay, the song tallied 3.15 million on-demand streams, making it number 1 on streaming. All right, and 4.09 million in radio reach, making it number 241 on radio. All right, bringing us up to number 4 on this week's top 10. Odumodublvck, yet again, with Industry Machine, lifts to a new peak of number 4 on the official top 100 after tallying 2.2 million on-demand streams, making it number 7 on streaming, and 39.5 million in radio reach, making it number 10 on radio. It is challenging for number 1 on next week's official singles chart, along with Big Time and Fun by Rema. All right, moving up to number 3, a song that is staying rock steady at that position yet again for another week. We have You by Fola sitting at number 3 this week. Mind you, it peaked at number 2 on the chart. Okay, that brings us up to number 2 on this week's top 10, put together by Turntable charts. We have SARS, ladies and gentlemen. We have SARS, Getting Paid, featuring Ashake, Skillibeng, and Wizkid. Holds at number 2 for a second week on the official top 100 after tallying 2.40 million on-demand streams, making it number 6 on streaming, and 60.7 million in radio reach, making it number 2 on radio. It is SARS's highest charting entry on the official singles chart in Nigeria. Real quick, before we find out what the number 1 song is in Nigeria, let's do a quick recap on this week's top 10 put together by Turntable charts. At number 10, ladies and gentlemen, we had DJ Tunes with One Condition with Wizkid and Fola. At number 9, we had Bounce by Bella Shmurda and Sheyi Vibes. At number 8, we had Cash Flow by Young John featuring Wizkid. At number 7, we had Burna Boy with Love. At number 6, we had Celine Dion by Zinoliski. At number 5, we had Big Time by Odumodublvck and Wizkid. At number 4, we had Odumodublvck again with Industry Machine. At number 3, we had Fola with You. And at number 2, we had SARS with Getting Paid featuring Ashake Skillibeng and Wizkid. And at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, spending the 5th consecutive week at number 1, we have Rema with Fun, tallied 79.9 million in radio reach, making it number 1 on radio, and 2.7 million on demand streams, making it number 3 on streaming. All right, it continues to lead the official singles chart in Nigeria for a 5th consecutive week, becoming Rema's longest number 1 single in history. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your feelings, your knee-jerk reactions to this week's top 10. How are you feeling? What's jumping at you?
Before anybody says anything, she's about to shout, "They said my goat was
She said my goat was washed."
They said
my goat was washed. Trust Pepe, man. Trust Pepe to open up with that. But yeah, man, good week for Wiz. Good week for Wiz, man. Let me count the records from One Condition 1 to Cash Flow 2 to
between Wiz and Victoria, I don't know who is having a better feature here.
To Wizkid, to Big Time with Odumodublvck, to SARS Getting Paid. Yeah, man, he has 4 tracks up here as a feature, which is insane. Yeah, man, good chunk of the top 10 this week, man. Any other thoughts, or we're mostly looking at Big Wiz? But Rema 5 weeks in a row. I don't know if that's the longest so far in the year. I mean, only Burna Boy's Love might come close, but 5 is still a big feat regardless, man. All right, man. Appreciate the conversation. Good back and forth. Looking forward to how Timmy's record still holds up. Hopefully he gets to have more bragging points there. But we're about to kick off with our first guest tonight. I'm excited to get to meet this artist. This is an artist that I came across towards like 2023 with her first debut EP. Okay. And obviously I got like a very, very alternative Kaluchis type of vibe from her sound. And over time, she's definitely been channeling everything behind the R&B space, but obviously with the Afrobeat undertones that we typically hear. So I'm excited to get to meet her and learn a bit more of the journey and talk about the latest album that she just put out, her debut album actually, 3XL. Okay, with the deluxe recently. Shout out to Rukmani. Rukmani, what's good? Welcome to the space. How you doing?
Hi. Good evening. I'm fine. How are you?
We're good. How are you? How is the feeling of like having your debut album out now? Because it's official now, you know? You have an album to your name.
It feels like I just took a big okay, let me not say that. But it just feels like
No, I know where your head was. I got you.
Because I've been sitting on it for like a while now, and I just I've been wanting to just let it out into the world, regardless of like anything that wants to happen. So I just feel like I just let go of a big load off my shoulders.
Got you. Definitely off. We're all getting loads off our shoulders, you know. Every time week in, week out.
Yeah. Shoulders, yeah.
Oh man, nice, man. We got to see the title 3XL. At first, like typically people will have the confusion of, oh, is this the size of a of a shirt or something? But come to find out, it's love at the base of it, and then there's lost and there's lost again. 2 kinds of lost. So it's basically 3 L's in this case. But tell us about that concept, man. How did that come together, and how are you able to express it on the album?
So love, lust, and loss are 3 big emotions, and I just tried to capture them in that project. I drew inspirations from different experiences and points in my life where I was in love. And love is not just about like having a relationship with somebody, and there's love, there's self-love, there's love for keeping your movement going, love for your work.
Agape
yeah
love.
so no, but I didn't write about agape love, Sha,
but that one did,
that one did. So then there's lost. And so I just played it into a story, like, okay, I was in love with someone, and then I found out that, like, it wasn't even love, it was lust. It was more about the sex. And so, like, I wrote songs like Illegal Robs, Wet. And lust is not even a bad feeling, you know, because lust can tickle your belly. It can make you feel like, make the world look brighter and everything. It can also be very dark as well. So I try to capture that. And then there's loss, like when you're lost. So, like, okay, so this is just about lost, and I'm not down for just lost. I want something more. So
Gotcha.
I lost this love type P.
Gotcha.
So I captured that in Lost with songs like Nude Emotion, Tear Us Apart. And a song like Tear Us Apart it's not even about relationship love, Seb. It's about, like, friendship. I had this friend at the beginning of love. We loved each other, but then it turned out to be something else, and then now we're not even guys like that anymore. So I also wrote about that.
Okay. Nice. Belema?
Hi, Rukmani. How are you?
Hi, Belema. I'm good. How are you?
How you been? It's been a while. I'm so excited. 3XL is here. Yay. Also, shout out Alpha P's in the building.
Oh, Alpha P's here. Nice. Shout out to Alpha P, man.
What's up? Hello. So I would say my first experience with 3XL was earlier this year, when you had your event with Jameson. And so I want to talk to you about where you are right now, and now that both the original 3XL is out and the deluxe as well, what brought you to this point? Like, what changed between, like, earlier this year versus now that made you decide what songs and features you wanted to be on the regular album versus the deluxe? And, like, the people that let's start from there. What's been happening?
Okay, so the thing is, or the truth is, 3XL was already a concept. Like, I already knew what I wanted to do, but we did not want to put out 16 songs just like that.
Right.
So my own plan, because first of all, there are so many things when you want to do a rollout here, you have to consider so many things. Number one, funds. Number two, the fact that, like, you know, you see these features now that they came in after I already put out the first part of 3XL. So we're just kind of like keeping it open that, okay, let's see what's going to happen when I put out this first part. But before anything started, I already knew what I wanted. And personally, I wanted to put it out in 3 parts. I wanted to put out Love first, Lost second, and then Lost at the end of the year. But because, like, I work with a whole team and everybody's input and everything is very, very important to me. So we got to talking. And then we decided to put out Love first. And then we just, like, put a touch of Lost in there. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was how we started the whole thing. So nothing, like, it was already a whole idea. And okay, you said what changed? What changed in me as a person? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, like, what changed? Well, you've answered most of that question, actually.
Yeah.
And stuff, but essentially now you've just dropped, like, a whole debut, so, like,
so
no going back.
So the deluxe is actually the full project. The deluxe is actually 3XL.
Gotcha. It's more complete.
So that has the love, the lust, and the
And the
loss.
loss, yes.
Yes. Okay, so the second part to that would be like one of the people you do have on 3XL, the deluxe, is Alpha P. But you have Alpha P, you have S God, you have
Kemuel, man.
you have
Kemuel
like
record.
a whole bunch of artists that you have worked together to put 3XL forward. So how did you pick, like, I know you said some of the songs came in like even after the fact, but how did you pick who you wanted to work with for 3XL?
So I didn't pick them. I think they were already kind of assigned to me by the universe because they came to me at the right time when I needed them. God made them available to me. Yes, I'm speaking some but yeah. God made them available to me at the times where I needed them the most. Because if I tell you that these features, they were not planned, and these are artists I actually respect a lot in the industry.
Right.
So the way everything played out was just like it was just God's timing and God's plan, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so that's
very
just it.
exciting.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sneak in a quick question for Alpha.
Alpha
So,
P, welcome, man.
Alpha, how did
Hey
you
guys, yo, what's up? Quick, good evening.
welcome back.
Sorry,
It's so funny
yeah.
because everybody on this project is like friends of the space.
Yeah,
So
man.
welcome back.
Welcome, bro.
Alpha.
It's been a
Yeah,
minute.
how's it been?
It's been good,
Man,
bro. It's
how's it
been
going,
good,
man?
bro. We did.
My question
Yo,
for you is, how did the universe direct you to Rukmani?
I love that.
how did what? Sorry.
How did the universe direct you to Rukmani?
The universe. Okay, that's so crazy. Um, I've heard of Rukmani's music, obviously, because like I think she has one of my friend in the first version before the deluxe version, and that's Kemuel. So definitely heard that because like me and Kemuel are really close.
Nice.
Then also we met at actually a mutual friend's listening event. There's an artist called Juno, so she had a listening event for her new single.
Sick.
And that's the first time. Yeah, we just met there. And from there, we gotta hit the studio, and we did it. And the first session we did, we got the song out, and it was beautiful, great energy, great session. Shout out to producer also. He had some crazy beats that we're supposed to even tap into. So I'm just remembering. But yeah, that one was very special. That one was very special. The session was dope.
Nice.
But yeah, shout out Rukmani also. The song's amazing.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Did you want to go with
You can go ahead, Emmanuel. I'll come back.
No, I was going to say, like, with Rukmani, I'm sure many of us, many people in the space are coming across your music for the first time. In a nutshell, how would you describe your music? How would you describe Rukmani overall for people that are just coming across your music?
This question is for me, right?
Yeah, Rukmani.
Okay, Afro soft.
Afro soft. Oh god.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Okay.
Afro soft, yeah, because I'm African and my music is very, very soft. So Afro soft.
Okay, and in that vein, because yes, your music, definitely you hear it. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of like vulnerability attached to it. How do you then navigate coming from a place like Nigeria where the contemporary music is basically dictated by dance, right? It's dictated by upbeat arena, basically. How do you then navigate that in this space, coming from being from Nigeria and understanding the landscape of music in Nigeria? How do you navigate those things?
Well, I just have to reassure myself that just because my music is so soft now doesn't mean it's not going to evolve into something, something more.
Right.
I'm in this phase now, so I'm just going to enjoy it. And the people that get it. The people that get it, and they are the ones, they are my focus now. So the other people, they will come later. There is no rush, like, we
Right,
move
right,
like we're
right, right,
moving.
right, right.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, being a softie, as you nicely put it, what would you say is the most softie thing about you? Like something that most people probably will not deep too much, but like as for Rukmani, it would probably be like a serious situation.
I don't know how to answer that question. There are a lot of soft things about me. There are a lot of soft things about me. I don't know how to answer that question. But I'm going to say this though, just because I'm a soft girl, that doesn't make me a pushover or
Ooh,
make
okay.
me somebody, yeah, make me somebody that, oh, if you talk to me anyhow, I will not change it for you and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, now
So
I hear it.
yeah,
I
so
hear
that
it.
one, yeah, I have to keep that in mind.
Nice, nice, nice.
That's cool. I have another question for you. One of the things that you've been vocal about, especially from when you first started, was your origins. So, as a Port Harcourt babe, what would you suggest is in the water for everybody that is from Port Harcourt that
Honestly.
is making music?
What's in the water?
Yes.
Talent now. Talent, I guess.
That's
Talent.
overflowing. Yes.
Yeah.
I would say like we've had a lot of friends, a lot of people that have come and spoken about like what it was like growing up there and making music there. So what would you say was your experience and how did that kind of impact the music that you're making?
So because Port Harcourt is kind of how do I put it? It's not as busy as Lagos. So it's kind of easy to know a lot of people to if you find yourself in the right space, it's kind of easy for them to carry you along. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like PH people, if they see you like you're hardworking and you want to do this and you can find like your community, it's easy. They'll carry you along. Like for example, like when I started making music, like recording, I would it was kind of easy for me because people could recognize my hustle.
Right.
And in as much as I was trekking or entering bus or anything, there was always a place for me to come to and record or be around people that had my same like energy and goal, that type of P. So wait, I don't know if this answers the question. Does this
No,
answer the
that
question?
that that answers the question perfectly. Yeah.
Nice, nice,
Okay,
That's,
okay.
that's definitely up there.
nice. Yeah, go
Jumping
ahead.
into like some of the songs on the album, one of my favorite songs on there is definitely Woman Joseph. And one thing that's clear on the album is your writing. It shines through in a lot of the songs. So from Woman Joseph to even Gen Z lifestyle, like what were some of the writing decisions that went into some of that?
Okay, so there's one thing I actually learned about myself while making this project is the fact that even my guy, my producer, Papi Gonzo, he also noted this. He was like, when I have something to say, I say it better when I'm writing songs than when I'm communicating. Like I don't know how to tell
Okay.
somebody if you I don't know how to tell somebody something. A lot of times I don't know how to communicate clearly, like tell you that, oh, this thing that you're doing, I might say it, but I might not say it well. I don't really know how to
Right.
communicate. But you see, when I'm writing music, it's like it's just easier for me to just tell you exactly how I'm feeling. So you see, Woman Joseph, Gen Z lifestyle, that's just how like it was a message I was trying to pass, especially with Woman Joseph. I was so pissed off that era because a lot of people were trying me like a lot of people were just they're just making me so angry, like fuck. I didn't know, oh, excuse my
No,
French.
no, no.
But
You're free. You're easy
I
here.
didn't know how to I couldn't like I had to just, I didn't know how to just bring it out. I didn't know how to say what I wanted to say. But when I
Gotcha.
wrote the song, yeah, when I wrote the song, the people that like were supposed to hear that song and understand, they understood it. Like they were like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So that's how writing and making music is for me. It's very personal because I get to actually say what I want to say.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I don't know, because I know Papi Gonzo, you were responsible for a lot of the production on the project, but I actually had a question for you. Because
Oh wait, so Mibo is Papi Gonzo.
yes,
It just
Yes,
took a while
yes.
for me to connect, man. Shout out to
But,
Papi
like,
Gonzo, man.
yeah, but my question, because like specifically, and I focus a lot on Woman Joseph because the writing on that is like incredible. But I really, 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 really like the approach that was taken with the club remix.
The remix, right?
So
That UK garage type, like, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually I was trying to remember what song it was that was, or what beat it was that was sampled, but there was that. It was very Nigerian. It was very much the drums. It was very much that energy, and so I wanted to find out like what was the inspiration behind that. I don't know if Papi Gonzo can hear me.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much, man. All the love. I'm feeling mush mush. My chest is doing gish gish.
Your chest is doing gish.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah. I mean, first of all, I heard the original Woman Joseph, and I was blown away. Like, okay, this is mad. And I worked as an A&R for Rukmani, aside being a producer, and I have a team of great people with great ears. So one time we had like back-end meeting, and Bella, I don't know if you guys know Bella Adeleke. She's pretty much our CEO.
Yes.
My immediate boss in the A&R department. So we're having a meeting, and she just comes to me because I was listening to, was it Dizzy Rascal or something?
Yeah.
So I think she heard it, and she just walks up to me and says, "Do you know it would be mad if you make like a copy? Try it now. Try it." I'm like, but it didn't work. But I'm like, okay, I'm always good for trying new things. I'm like, all right, let me just do it. And then I just cut out a beat from, I can't remember, I think it was Kano or something. I cut out one of his drums, and then I put Woman Joseph on it, and I was just like, say less.
Nice.
Say less. So took a few days, listened to a lot of garage, because I don't enjoy just copy and paste and stealing people's things. So I had to listen to a lot, like drowning that. Yeah, and then understand how the record was built, and then I did that. And then when I listened to it again one time, enjoying it, now it's being made and everything is fine. And Bella again comes and says, "I'm hearing Gong, can you hear it?" And we were drinking that day.
Yeah.
Bella and I were doing a few drinks after work, and she just said, "I can hear Gong," and I'm like, "I hear it with you. Next 2 days we come to one player." And it's there, and it was perfect. So I had to sit down after he played, chop it up to fit Rukmani, because Rukmani is pretty much not the boo type.
Yeah.
So I tried to feel sassy and complimented. Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's hilarious because when I was listening to that version, the club, garage, all of that was great. That wasn't what was jumping out to me. It was very much the gongo. It was very much the drums. And so I'll say that's a very big part of it. But also, welcome Kemuel.
Yeah,
and
man.
I think we have Kaestyles here as well.
It's a full house, man. We love it.
Welcome, you guys. Kemuel and Kaestyles were both on the project as well, so that's exciting.
Kemuel, what's good, man?
I'm all right, man. How's it going? Good evening, everybody.
Doing well. Good evening. Nice to have you on, bro. Big fan of a lot of your work from a distance. Definitely would love to have you on and talk more. But I'm really curious about the link up with Rukmani, because the Compromise record you guys dropped, you guys went further and dropped the music video for it. Now, I'm not putting things in the air, but it looked like too real of a chemistry in that video there. But then again, then again, you could tell that you guys were evoking what the record was putting down. So tell us about the process of working with Rukmani and just overall, yeah, like how that record came together and the music video as well.
Yeah, first of all, I feel like you guys need to know a little bit of history about me and Rukmani. We go extremely way back.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Rukmani go way back. Like, we go way back to 2020, I think. 2020, 2021.
Right.
We've known each other that long. My first few years of, like, you know, trying to figure out sound and all that, I met Rukmani and we've been, like, friends since then.
Right.
So we met up in Lagos somehow. And created Compromise. The night we created Compromise, we just wanted to make music. We didn't think genres, we didn't think topics.
Yeah.
We just, hey, let's just make music. What's the vibe? You know.
Nice.
It was long overdue, to be honest. The record was long. We even should have made more songs, to be honest. But I just feel like she and I, you know, our kind of music is like anomalies. It's not the kind of shit that should just happen casually. Things that happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Because when it happens, it's heavy. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
So the record, we didn't even take too long making the record. I think we made it in like less than 2 hours, I think.
Nice.
Like the idea of the song was, we just started, it came off, and we're very particular about the writing. She's very particular about her writing, and so am I. I like wordplay. I like painting pictures with words. I like, you know, just painting pictures with like the sound, like with the delivery, you know, with the timing, and
nice.
with the beat. While Wonder was working on the beat, you know, it was like we needed to make a beat that expressed that, you know, sensuality of like the theme of the song.
Right.
Yeah, man. But it was a beautiful process in general, and
nice.
I enjoy making music with Rukmani, and her voice is honestly like it's pretty rare, you know, finding somebody with her enunciations and vocal texture. Like it's pretty rare.
Nice.
You know me? So like, yeah,
that's dope, man.
It was really exciting working on the record with her. It's one of my favorite songs ever.
Nice, man. I definitely hear that. Looking forward to more collabs, of course, because yeah, the synergy is definitely there, bro. Nice. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it, man. Rukmani, I know we're just earlier, Belema was pointing out the Gen Z lifestyle record, and of course, like you've made it a point as well to express like the Gen Z experience. But I was curious though, just as a Gen Z artist or as a Gen Z music lover, who was on Rukmani's like playlist growing up? And I'm just give us a vantage point of what you were listening to, and please mention Asha as well, because Gen Z, you guys have not been getting good.
I can't stand you.
I've not been getting good reps.
Exactly what I wanted to say out of my mouth.
So please mention Asha in the process. But yeah, I'm curious what Rukmani was listening to growing up.
I can sing Jayla from beginning to end. Start from there.
All right. We appreciate that.
I think that's one of the first songs I learned how to sing from start to finish. But I'm going to say P Square Style Plus, because growing up, I didn't really. My brother had this iPod. I don't know if it's called.
Is
like
it a shuffle one? Is that far back that we're going?
It had buttons on it, and on this.
Was there a screen?
Yes, but
okay.
The screen is of like there's no need for like
it's probably one of the touch ones. Yeah.
It just had like a ton of music. It had Star Plus. It had Coldplay.
Nice.
It had just different. I actually listened to a lot of things, like different things, and Asha too. Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite Asha record?
Jayla.
Nice. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You know, it's so funny. I love that they drag you to the Asha thing, but I know, like, it's very interesting because Rukmani, I think one thing that I know you've been very vocal about is like how much Style Plus like has played into like your earlier inspiration. So I'm gonna jump off that and ask, like, how has a lot of the old school music affected the music that you're making now?
Um, I don't know. I really don't know. But like when you listen to this song by Star Plus, Olufumi, it's so expressive. It's so melodious. And I think unconsciously, or will I say subconsciously, I don't know which of those words to use.
Subconsciously, yeah,
I
you're
think,
good.
yeah, I've carried that because my music is very melodious and very expressive. And I think I picked that up from songs like Olufumi or from songs like this P Squares just oh
Like
god I can't
Senorita or
no, 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 no. When I said to you, I'm never gonna love
yeah, but
another
for P
woman
Square,
except.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So songs
gotcha.
like that, yeah, I feel like they drive my me to be very melodious when I'm making my music.
Makes sense. Nice.
Yeah.
Also, earlier, Emmanuel had mentioned about, the sexual, what was the music
Hey,
video?
yo, what did I say about that?
About the
What?
music
I
video coming.
Can we run that back, Belema? Let's
It made me think about the fact that
Jesus.
I think, like, to be honest, all the men they're just side objects in the actual star of the show, who is Rukmani. It made me think about one of my favorite songs on the project, Not Nice, with the
Thanks
best
God.
babe,
Yes,
S
God.
God. And in the music video for that, your partner was Freshell. So how is it?
Yeah,
having
Freshel as
all
a
these-
vixen, man. That was
Yeah,
cool.
Freshell. How was it having that, like, putting that specific song together, because 10 over 10, S God is everything. But then also, like, putting that music video together, coming up with, like, the story, just having the story that you wanted to share. What was that entire experience like?
Well, shout out to my Team Cocoon, because they are the brains behind the storytelling of the music, like the visuals.
Right.
But working with Fresh was very funny for me. Like honestly, I enjoy. Oh my god, I'm overstimulated right now. But I enjoy working. Like I enjoy shooting videos, working with Kemuel, working with Kaestyles. Like okay. So in real life, I don't really have a man. I'm not dating. I'm very single. But when I shoot all these videos, I get to express myself like as if, this person is mine in this moment. So I feel like I can really like tell the story in the video. I don't know if that
Right.
makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, shooting videos for me is very exciting, and like I think it's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense,
Love
honestly.
that, love that, love that. Love that, love that. Also, I'm glad you T-boned me into that, but you were talking about Cocoon, right? And
Yeah.
how they've played a big part in the music you're making. So how can you share, like, a little bit about how you got connected to Cocoon and what's been, like, your favorite part of getting to do music with them?
So how did I get to meet Cocoon? I used to do freestyles on Instagram back in like 2019, 2020. So there was somebody that found me through my freestyle and just somehow connected me to Bella Adeleke. She heard my song Gateway Drug, and then we had a whole
Nice.
conversation, and then one thing led to another. Now she's my manager. Working with Cocoon and everything, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a roller coaster because you when you work with new people, the thing is it can either make or break you. because in this creative industry, like everybody has ideas, everybody has things to say. If you're not open to growth and open to change and open to explore new things, honestly, you're going to be depressed a lot. So working with them, I had to. That's why I know that I'm made for this. I had to keep like an open mind. I had to like be open to growth, open to change, and I learned a lot working with them. I learned so many things about myself, about how to treat and respect other people because it's very, very important. I learned how to communicate better with other people, how to handle people better. Because in as much as me as a person, I have emotions and I'm this, I'm that, I'm an artist, da da da. I have to have respect for other people. Like people are people too, just like me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes. Do you get?
Yeah.
So working with them, it has just been like it's like I'm in a cocoon and I'm like, baking up.
Right.
And like, I'm turning out like my butterfly stage is here and I'm just like, coming outside. So that's just how it's been so far.
Nah, that was beautifully said, because even I was going to even follow up with a question about you being at the earlier point in your career. Like, what are some of the hard lessons that you've learned about the business of music? Because like obviously it's one thing to approach music from a passion standpoint, right, to as a hobby, something you just love, but obviously being signed and having to meet certain certain expectations and just the nature of the business of music. What have been some of, I know you've kind of teased us with your previous answer, but what have been some of the hard lessons specifically on the business side of things?
So I just feel like this is where a lot of artists don't maybe get it right, or this is where things become difficult for artists, because you learn that nobody's an island. I know Kanye won't come out and say, oh, this person helped me or this person inspired me or something like that, but trust that he did not build that empire alone. So one of the biggest lessons I learned like throughout this journey is just how to like give and take in relationship.
Right.
How to assess, okay, this person is good here, this person is good here. Okay, how do I nurture this relationship? How do I meet this person halfway? Okay, I don't like this thing, but how can me and this person meet in the middle? So that's one of the biggest lessons I learned. And just how to trust people, how to give people a chance, because I always expect people to treat me with grace, because I know that, there's a lot I need to learn. I'm still young, I'm still learning, I know. But I also had to learn that other people, no matter how old or young they are also still babies, still learning, still doing trial and error. So the grace I give to myself, I learned how to give it to other people.
Right.
So that's another thing that I learned. So just stuff like that. Just treat people like people. These
are very, very good lessons, good takeaways that you're having in the process, man. I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Nice. I'm definitely open up the floor in case people have any questions for Rukmani. But before that, I'm still speaking on the topic of you getting to experience, or at least working in the music business now, being in the creative industry. I'm very curious, because at the end of the day, right, say 5-10 years down the line, people have their own definitions of what like success would look like for them in this business, in this line of work, right? So I'm very curious, just for documentation's sake, so that we can look back in a couple years from the Rukmani story, like what's a goal or what's an achievement in music that could make you feel somewhat fulfilled. Like it's not necessarily a case of, oh, like you're going to stop making music after this achievement has been done, but I'm very curious just to get a feel of your mindset when it comes to like goal setting and what you look forward to in music, basically. So if there are any goals or any points in music, please don't mind sharing.
Okay, thank you for this question. So for me, music is a gateway to something bigger that I have planned. Okay. To be honest, growing up, there are a lot of opportunities, or there are a lot of lessons or things that I wish I knew, or I wish I handled better, but I didn't have people to like tell me certain things. So music for me is a gateway to be to put me in a place where I can teach and like inspire and educate women that are younger than me, that are coming up, and just be there for other people. This music is just like, it's going to open doors for me to be in a place where I can inspire and educate women that are coming up under me, because I know what it feels like to not have support. And I also know what it feels like to finally have support and people that are like teaching me and stuff like that. You don't get it, but like there are a lot of girls. I know guys too, but like as a woman, I'm biased to think about the women. So there are a lot of girls that are coming up that are so talented that might not really know much, and they are so filled with passion that they just want to just jump into something. So I just want to get to a place where like I can build something that I can leave behind for other people to follow, like a blueprint, maybe a school, maybe just something for the girls. Yeah, for the girls like me.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's my thing.
That's beautiful, man. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna be paying attention, very, very close attention, and hopefully, like, we get to celebrate those wins in the near future. So yeah, man, appreciate you for your time. This has been very, very, very fun to get to know you. Obviously, we've been paying attention from a distance, but nice to get to know you up close. And I don't know if there's any questions for any of the speakers up before we. Yeah, Dante. It looks like Dante had a question. Dante, what's good?
Yeah, what's good, Ma? Hi, Rukmani. So
Hi,
my
hello.
question is regarding Angel on the Run and the journey from then to now. What do you think is like the biggest difference between that Rukmani and this Rukmani on 3XL?
Great question.
The biggest difference is just the fact that Angel on the Run wasn't she didn't really know herself, and that's why she was running. She was just jumping from one thing to another, trying to figure herself out, trying to know who she is, what she likes, what's causing these behavioral patterns that she had. She was trying to figure herself out, and that's why she was on the run. So the Rukmani now is understanding her patterns. She's understanding human relationship. She's finding herself better, knowing what works for her, even if it's just sexually, musically, in the friendship aspect, what works for her better. So she's just more like, she's closer to her higher self, that type of P. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I think you speak a lot to introspection, your introspection and of yourself, or towards yourself, however the sentence really makes sense. And also, but you really focus a lot more on the femininity and being human in general. But like, I also wish you would provide nuance for the artist side. Like, what are those things you said you didn't know about being the Rukmani, the artist back then, that you think you know that's what you prefer now on this, especially towards this album?
Wait, what are the things that I didn't know as an artist, or what didn't I know towards this album?
The things you no, like in general. So you said there are certain things that the Angel on the Run didn't know, like she wasn't sure of herself. Like that's the plot. So like now, what are those things from the artist's perspective that she's sure?
Oh, I think I already answered that.
Yeah, kind of said that. Yeah, but you can just draw it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I know how to walk. I know how to talk. I know how to carry myself. I know the kind of hair I want to do, the kind of makeup. I know how I want to be presented. I know how I want to be respected in spaces. In lame, I'm just keeping it easy now because I think maybe I was speaking too much.
You were being a softie. You were being softie, and that was what it was. Also, we have like Kaestyles. If you're wanting to come up, you can as well. But yeah, I think like those are very valid questions. One thing I wanted to ask too is, Rukmani, what would you say would be your dream collab right now?
My dream collab
right now in this moment.
in
Who's
this
somebody you want to make
moment.
music with? Who's somebody you
So
want to make music with?
okay, so I'm not gonna call it a dream collab because as a Gemini, we don't have any. We just want to jump like on every single thing. But
People
somebody
dream
that
of doing stuff with us.
yeah. Oh my God, you're a Gemini. Are you serious? Okay,
Yes,
I like you more. I like you more. So I
Shout out
guess
to
you
y'all.
understand what I mean when I say we want to do music with everybody. Yeah,
I
okay.
hear.
Yeah, but somebody I would really love to work with right now because I just love her personality is Fave. I just like Fave. She's just I don't know, there's something about Fave these days. I really like Fave and I love to work with her
Nice.
actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope. Real quick,
Welcome, Kaestyles.
K-Style in the building.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
There.
How are you?
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Kaestyles.
Hi.
Welcome back. How are you feeling?
I'm good. It's always good to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
We're always having fun here. What was it like making Fantasy? Because you people were going back and forth.
Yeah, man. It was serious.
It was a very serious something.
Right. I mean, it was a very quick process, but an amazing one because Rukmani is talented, like everybody knows that, and like I'm not one of the artists that I'm not very selective with features, and at the same time, the song has to make sense, right? Rukmani, she started the process, like she carried the process. Apart from the fact that I was, very hands-on with like selecting what the beat should sound like or what direction we would go. Once she heard the beat, she started vibing, and she came up with that idea and that topic. And I remember we were going back and forth with me not wanting to be all lovey-dovey because that's not like the Kaestyles that everybody knows, So I was like, I'm not going to be too lovey-dovey on this record. She was like, man, you can do it. So I was like, see, I'll be realistic on the record, and that's how I started the record, so the verse rather. And I really loved the process. It was a really smooth one,
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice, man. Beautiful stuff, man. Appreciate you guys that be able to tune in to help us document Rukmani's debut, man. 3XL. Shout out to all the collaborators. I know we didn't get everyone. I mean, S-God would have been dope to hear from, but yeah, man, that would be. Regardless, shout out to the whole cooking team as well for putting together this project.
Shout out Papi Gonzo.
Papi Gonzo, of course. You can't neglect Papi Gonzo in all this, man. Appreciate.
Big love.
Big
love.
ups to you
I also
guys.
produce so yeah, big love, Kaestyles. Shout out to you, my bro. Thanks for the 808.
Nice, man. And to Rukmani, of course, it's been an honest pleasure getting to hear from you and yeah, man, definitely in the corner listening to what's next after this project, and looking forward to more, man. So thank you for your time, though.
Thank you. Wait. Shout out to everybody that came out today. Thank you for coming out for me.
Nice.
And I can see Odumodu is on this space.
Yes,
Odumodu,
he
please
is.
come and give me a verse. Odumodu, Odi, let's make music. Industry machine. I can't do it. Let's make music.
Yo, what would that sound like, man? Yeah. For me, soft Rukmani and Odu will be interesting,
so cool.
man.
I'm so happy that everybody gets to listen
I can't even lie. I don't even know who you are, but I like the way you sound. I swear. I joined this space and I just heard.
I'll send you my link. I'll send you my link. Don't worry. You
now, PH baby.
Have you heard my album? Have you heard my album?
Okay.
You're stammering. Okay. They play. Yeah, bless. I just came to come and listen to what you guys are doing here, and I'm fucking with it, man.
Love you,
I didn't come and say anything. I just came to come and just listen.
Yeah, we love it, man. We love it.
We're we're just talking with Rukmani Softy about her project 3XL.
Yeah, man.
She just dropped her deluxe with Kaestyles and Escort and Kemuel and everybody.
Yeah, man.
I fuck with Kaestyles, fuck with S-God. Those are my people.
Nice.
Shout out Odumodublvck.
I'll post boy.
Nice, man. Love to see it, bro.
Bless up.
But OD, man.
Bless up.
OD, we were just going over the top 10 songs in the country, bro. And it was looking like
For real though.
Yeah.
My name did there.
Your name did, yeah. Your name did,
So
see as I they talk like this.
If your name is not there, we'll make sure we tell them that your name.
Okay. Listen. No, but for real, we have a few records here. We have Big Time in the top 10. It's number 5 right now, and we have Industry Machine at number 4. And for next week, because Turntable sometimes they always let us know what the activity is looking like during this week. So for next week, Big Time with Wizkid is challenging for number 1. So, sorry, Industry Machine, not Big Time. Industry Machine is challenging for number 1 next week, along with Big Time as well, which is actually both of them are challenging. It's Odumodu versus Odumodu right now for number 1, man.
Challenge me and see.
Also, like Grooving with Davido is what, number 14?
It's number 14. It debuted at number 14. So we'll see next week.
You see that Grooving bar? Grooving there. I use my own personal thing for. I thought I don't go talk anything. I don't need cap. It's a problem.
It's okay.
Anyways, Grooving, if you notice, I intentionally leaked Grooving. I sent Grooving to Obi Kubana because I know my papa. I know saying anytime saying if you use them, do read. I say, Papa, use them. I know the reach where it gets. I know that's the song that.
Bro, it's smart, by the way.
You get what I'm saying?
It's
because
very
Grooving,
smart.
I made Grooving for. I did not make Grooving for first week numbers or first week strings. I made Grooving for the streets.
Yeah.
Make a kind of pep guy. They fuck with them. Like, make the people say they know if you afford Spotify. Maybe when they see me, they go identify the P, bro. Like, that's why I made Grooving. I lick music will be say sweet. It still come out, still did a madness. Right. It's the number 1 most Shazam song on the album, most Shazam song in the country.
Man.
David is paying for the video. Shit, man. I'm not.
That's dope. Bro, how did Shehu Kuti enter the chat? Because a lot of people are talking about obviously you and Davido having strong moments on the song. But you see that Shehu Kuti verse, like that was a vibe. That was a vibe, man. Bro, tell us about how he got on the song too, bro.
And then Sean is my uncle. Like Sean always says, he used to use me and brag on podcasts. I say at the top, say me pay the money for show. For what? Me pay the money for this. Like you know that big brother we say, that's my big bro because the real nigga. He, even before I even started doing anything, Sean has paid me for show. Him would even talk say. He ain't go pay me, he don't pay me. Forget all those things they talk, he don't pay me. And nobody say like he pay me for the show. He just want to encourage me. Then when I didn't have anything, he paid me to just show me that, hey, guy, you can earn from this shit. You get me?
Yeah,
so nice. Putting him on the song was a no-brainer. As I hear the song, I say, this song be like song will say Sean go enter easily.
Yeah.
And he go play something. I think it will make sense making do verse. Before I even tell him, he don't already sing the verse for me a cappella 6 months before. He don't even record him. He don't sing that thing already. And I think I released a snippet on my birthday. My babe go carry him. I say she carry him, go use him, do it. I don't know with her friends. It's in scatter balance everywhere for TikTok. So she would already hear the rhythm, don't already write in verse, and the thing just came together. Perfect rhythm, Christmas, everything, birthday, burial ceremony for person we say don't old sha.
Nah, I hear that, bro.
It kills me, man.
Yo, you were just
thank you.
Even on your TL, Rookie, before we let you go, so that we know, because I know you did.
I'm sorry, one thing, Rukmani, send me that link. No forget, may I forget quickly.
Nice.
I'll send it to.
Rukmani, send him your link.
Was literally about to make a whole tweet right now for telling you that you're my big brother in the industry. And I was about to put the tweet now, like I was typing it now. And I'm still going to type it now because I'm not going to let you go now that I have your attention.
Okay. I love this.
Rukmani said, let me catch the hem of his garment.
She said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. I did.
Nah,
bro.
I fuck with the energy. I can't even lie.
Honestly,
this thing that she said now is what I told Obi Kubana when I've met him. He said, "Hey, my brother." I say, I'm not your brother. I'm your son. My father is dead. You're my new father." He look me say, "Huh?" I say, "Baba, talking for camera, Abbas, video this one." Obi, I'm telling you, it's not a joke. When you see Abbas, ask him, Obi Kunwa talking for camera, go bring out the clip. He say, "I'm your father." Since that day, he be my papa. Now, so this girl hold me.
Yeah,
she say,
"I'm since today you're my big brother." Yes, today you're my big bro. Yes.
Facts.
I'll check out your stuff, eh?
Dope.
Okay.
Yeah, but real quick, OD, before we let you go, man. Yeah, I think obviously you were even talking about it on Twitter today, right? 23 records on the album. That's the thing. A lot of like consumers in today's era, right? When it comes to music like this, attention span, where you know typically people like that 12, maybe 14, 16 track, but obviously you drop 23 tracks that obviously naturally some people will have their own skips. They'll have songs that they don't gravitate towards. But what exactly with that number, with that decision to go with 23 tracks, knowing good and well how the energy is when it comes to attention span, bro?
Yeah, that's why I'm not other people. I believe in my music. And the music has done what I said it would do. I'm seeing people are saying Ghetto Man Youth is their best song on the album. Bombastic Elements is their best song. Ejo. These are deep cuts. Candy music. You get what I'm saying? There's no album in the history of Nigeria that is like this. 8 different genres on the album. You hardly ever see anybody making their album this long, because what are they going to sing 23 times? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Check the album. The first 10 songs sound different from each other. Yeah. If I'm lying, correct me. Here, everybody's listening.
Sure.
Industrial Machine sounds different from Unaware, which sounds different from Baby Reindeer, which sounds different from Banza Boy, which sounds different from Groovin, which sounds different from Big Time, which sounds different from Vinicius, which sounds different from Tiffany, which sounds different from Adenuga, which sounds different from Maradona.
Yeah.
Then Groovin now sounds like Pay Me because it's High Life.
Yeah.
Then Unaware sounds like Lai Wasabi. Then Groovin is and then Two Spot is something else. If you like Jimmy's hip hop, Candy music sounds like Tiffany. This real shit here.
Yeah.
Nothing here sounds like My Angel. Badger is on his own. Bombastic Elements is on his own.
Okay.
2 People is on his own. You get what I'm saying? So I decided to make this album like a proper album to show the world that I am actually the machine.
Okay. I like a buffet. Everybody can pick what.
Like a buffet, yes. If you like this one, collect this one. If you like that one, collect that one. I'm not going to say because they said that an album should have 14 songs. Who said? Who be that? Make him come.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne do 22 songs. Yeah. I checked Tupac album today. It did more than 20. It did more than 23.
Yeah.
It's with Dix A and Dix B. And maybe when they know feed do them, they go contact me. Make we know do them. Me, I've come to expose everything. Like Jesus, I came to come and shake the table. I've been saying it since day one.
Yeah.
I've been saying it since day one. And I've proven it, Abby. I don't prove it. The number show for the scoreboard now.
Yeah.
Women lie, men lie, the numbers don't lie, and the streets don't lie. If you talk anything way they won't talk, but the numbers are there. Like there's proof, there's evidence. Like if we go to court today and the proof is in the pudding, they won't sentence me to jail. I will walk out scot-free. Everything I said, I did, and even more by the grace of God.
Yeah, man.
Even more. I don't go lie, you the number shocked me. 55 million above all across all platforms. What are you telling me?
Mad.
Badu 25, Badu 24, me 21. When I talk say I be the new Bado, they think say I the cap. When I use Bado as my DP, they think say I the cap. I studied that guy, bro. I studied that guy, bro. I studied that guy. That guy, they give you can't.
Especially from a rap perspective, like he's the bar. He's the bar to look up to.
He's the guy still giving us bangers, bro. I watch this guy play for my Hennessy show with Burna Boy. I'm looking like, why does this guy have so many bangers? Now, what's I aspire to do, man? Make these bangers and still the rap. If you like Jim, that's the rap song of the year.
Yeah.
It's uncontestable. It's uncontestable. No playlist. The people loved it, gravitated from 31,000 streams to 120,000 per day in the space of 9 days. No playlist. The people gravitated towards this. Governments for the people, by the people. Wow. If you like Jim, Odumodublvck go pull up with the pin. That's the rap song of the year. Headies, they go get problem with me. Now I go put mode 9 on top to cement that thing. Yeah, maybe they go try in bars now. They're telling me, at least I make I live on, I make I go record. See, I did with Dex. Dex, play beats, man, they don't say we they walk. Play beats,
I'm working. Men at work.
Dex, play beats, man, they don't say we they walk. We say we know they sleep. Men, they don't say yes. Now we be the machine. After 55 million streams, play beats, Dex. Chineke Jesus. That's what they tell me here.
Shout out Dex, man. Shout out Dex. New exclusive.
I'm telling you, we're still here walking. We're recording. Mad. We're recording.
Insane.
We're recording.
After 23 tracks.
So, Odi, does this mean we should be expecting some more?
Baba, now so I be expect man. No, surprise anybody. There's deluxe. After the deluxe comes Vladimir.
Yes. Are we getting it this year or are we getting it next year?
What's it happen?
Are we getting?
How you do like that now?
I mean.
You can't carry this machine cruise. They go another place. You go calm down.
Odi, think about it now. You have to be the first.
Chill now.
You have to be the first to do it.
I'm not thinking about such. You won't kill me.
Innovator, industry machine. Show them the machine will not stop working. You are the machine. Tell them the machine will not stop working. Do what machine usually do.
I don't. That place where you did go, I don't already reach there. I don't tell you say why kill me. You know, you got me to kill myself. Oh, me go here 20. We they toss it 23 tracks. Bless you. They toss save more. Calm down now. Chill now.
No. For sure. Actually, we have a question.
Now machine I talk say I be. I not talk say I be God though.
No worry. We get. I actually have a question because I saw the picture of you, Tensky, and Trilo.
Yes.
So,
yes. But God bless you because
You know why I love Tensky. I know if I don't laugh when in the rap. Now I love him and I like his music very well. No worry, me and Tensky we get something where they come. Nice. Trilo, shout out Trilo. You pay me say Trilo no make the album, so I guess try to do something with Trilo and Tensky.
Mad, bro. I can already hear it, bro. Nice, man. Looking forward
to it. It's wicked, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine already because that Idonsky that Trilo did for Tensky is insane, and they already have their connection settled already. So man, looking forward to it, bro. Yo, thank you so much for like randomly just hopping, bro.
Man. I always hear on that stuff.
Yeah, man.
You see, guys on the play beats. I'll leave you guys to. You guys go and hear my album. Thank you guys. God bless you guys. God bless you too, blood of Jesus. Bye.
Man.
Bye, OD.
Yo, man, just the random OD pop-ups are crazy, man. It's just insane.
He said he don't want to do what machine usually do. Anyway,
man. Appreciate everyone that's able to hop in. We've probably had the most amount of artists in like the span of how many minutes now to interact with. That's crazy, man.
Don't worry, we are still going. We still have Shizzy.
Yeah, man. I am excited about Shizzy, which is insane. It is insane. As soon as we were locked in, it was like, I'm gassed, bro. I'm gassed to hear from a legend, of course. But before we have Shizzy on, we have
have a bunch of new music.
You have a bunch of new music, man. We can run through them in a quick succession, however we want. Or did we want to, speaking because we brought it up with Rukmani, did we want to address the Gen Z moment of the week?
I mean, we can start from there. I don't know that there's much to address, but we can
man.
start.
I know, Pepe, you had some to get off your chest. But actually, I like your take. So I support your take actually. So I want to hear from.
Thank you so much
Pepe.
for this opportunity to speak here today.
Yes.
I need all of y'all to get off of Madam Joyce penis, man. Damn. Like, can they beg breathe?
Okay. For context, let's give a quick context for anyone that doesn't know, or maybe you've not heard around. Madam Joyce, the host of I'm
Cocktails
butchering the name. Yes, Cocktails and something takeaways or something.
Takeaways, yeah.
Cocktails and Takeaways podcast. She recently had Budge on, my goats, and they were bringing up artists that he was inspired by and he grew up on, and he mentioned Asha. He mentioned a moment.
He first mentioned Timaya.
Yeah, he mentioned Timaya, and she acknowledged Timaya beautifully, and I was like, all right, there's born knowledge in some sense. I mean, not to say that Timaya is that I've seen, but regardless, he got to Asha and to share a story of Asha commenting or responding to his comments by saying she loves him, and he printed it on a shirt, and it ended up being a moment where she was like, is it bad that I don't know this person that you're talking about?
I don't know who Asha is.
And obviously, it went off. It became a moment. I've seen a lot of opinions. Something from the extreme end of we should not even be cutting any slack at all. You have no business sitting down with artists if you do not know Asha. And I hear that energy. As in, I absolutely hear it, because even me, sir, my first instant, I was like, Ashake. You do not know. You do not know the queen.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, let Pepe share.
Yeah. Pepe.
I have to think.
Okay, Pepe. What are you feeling?
My biggest thing was just, okay, granted, Asha is a legend. 100%. Like, it's crazy to be like, I don't know who Asha is. But it is not out of the realm of possibility for a person not to know who Asha is.
For context, she grew up in the UK, right? Also.
Exactly. Like, she's a person who, like, I think was born and bred in the UK.
I think so. I'm not sure.
So, like,
yeah.
I can't say for sure, but I believe that's what her background is like. So, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that she doesn't know who an Asha is. My problem with the entire discourse, though, was as if these people were talking as though, no, y'all go and listen to Madam Joyce to figure out what her music takes and opinions are. Y'all don't do that. Tell the truth. You're not going to Madam Joyce's podcast to go and hear what she has to say about music, because that's not her niche. That's not what she's ever portrayed herself to be. She's always seemed more like, more style, lifestyle, pop culture.
Relationship advice.
Because she has... Yeah, relationship advice. And of course, because she is a big name, podcast-wise, especially in the UK sphere, I guess it tracks for artists to want to go on there and, talk about whatever you get. And of course, because these people are artists, she will, there'll be a brief conversation about music, but she's never touted herself as some Afro beats connoisseur that is here to come and do a deep dive into the music with all these artists. Like,
right.
There was a whole clip that went off from when Ciara went on the podcast. And do you know what the clip was about? They were talking about Ciara's prayer.
Right.
Ciara had a whole album out, and the clip that went viral was her talking about Ciara's prayer. So if your problem with her is that Afrobeat artists are going on her platform, then I don't know that that's necessarily her fault. It's not her fault that she has cachet. It's not her fault that she has public eyes on her, and she has never carried herself or touted herself as an Afrobeat music journalist. So I think y'all are expecting way too much from a lifestyle pop culture podcast.
Yes. And just to add to that, and before Belema goes, I think in the landscape of new media, as you can consider podcasts to be and platforms to be, there is a spectrum of entertainment value versus informative value or educative content or something that is supposed to create more insight into the music. So there's a fine balance that every campaign has to find in terms of like going into platforms to, one, in a lot of ways, entertain the audience, but in a lot of ways, what's even more critical than entertainment is to build likeness, is to build a brand, is to build a personality.
It's to build a personality that your listeners can identify with.
Yeah, and that's
so
the appeal.
You go to Madame Joyce and you get that.
Exactly.
Informative content. That's why Loose Talk exists. That's why Afrobeats with an S exists. That's why ATTW exists.
Yes, that's the thing. There's
don't know where to get content.
Exactly. There's a spectrum. There's also the 90s babies from the UK as well that people stop by.
Bro, like it's like imagining them going on 90s baby and then being upset that a 90s baby doesn't know one.
Exactly.
Okay?
And that's just the thing, man. I think it's just a matter of there's a buffet of platforms. You should obviously be able to be measured with your expectations for each of those platforms and expect I know it's quite the bombshell to not know Asha, but then again I see why I can contextualize how she doesn't know Asha in a lot of ways. Even though growing up in Nigeria, you could not escape Asha, especially the peak of 2017, 2007, 2008. I mean, I remember getting ready with Jayla with Fire on the Mountain video on the screen, like it was things you couldn't run away. Album of the year, the Headies, but obviously
alternative album to this.
Yes, and there's an asterisk to that because in Asha's trajectory as well, there was like a 5 to 6 years hiatus from like 2012 down to like 2014, 15 when she came back with the Lucid album. So I can definitely see how anyone that isn't a fan, anyone that is casual with music, because I know many of us here, I would like to describe many of us that are listening to this space to be slightly more than casual listeners when it comes to Afrobeat. So I can understand in the context of casual listeners not necessarily being so aware of Asha's presence, or Asha's presence being felt. And even though in recent time, her last project was her even trying to evolve into a lot more pop leaning soundscapes and visibility. I mean, she did the Corti episode. She had records with Wizkid. She had records with Amore. Like she essentially made it a point with the last album to really invoke herself in the new generation. But then again, with all of that, she has decided to go back again into a cocoon or wherever she is to be at peace, because she's a legacy act and she doesn't have the need to always be in our face as well. So it's like, I can contextualize full-heartedly with how like a Madame Joyce doesn't know an Asha, and I don't even know what the UK Nigerian experience is. I don't know if there's any speaker here to kind of attest to the UK Nigerian experience. Is it Asha one of those people that were very, very like predominant in the Nigerian crossover headspace before even Afrobeats was a thing? I don't even know if Asha was or Nigerian music was a thing, right? Yeah.
Like, even if she was, my biggest thing is just like, are we crucifying her for not knowing an artist? Like, it is not the end of the world.
And does that mean she should not sit with another artist anymore?
Eman, please, can you check
everybody?
Odumodublvck just tweet you now. Check.
Oh yeah. Like my personal or the space. Okay.
Like,
I see. All right, but yeah, just on the topic real quick, appreciate that. But just on the topic real quick, is there anyone that is on I know Pepper and I have shared our thoughts, but I don't know if there's anyone that can have a different perspective from that to add. But yeah, Belema as well, yeah.
So here's my issue.
Yeah.
I think everybody is so tied into this. It's not an Afrobeats podcasting. I don't think anybody with sense thought it was an Afrobeats podcast. I don't think anybody with sense is not looking at the fact that, like, even if you don't follow Madame Joyce, right? If you come across her content and you look, you see it's very much UK space, African diaspora, entertainment content, that sort of thing. So I think everybody's a little too focused on it's not an Afrobeats podcast. I think that's like one of several things. That's the first part. The second part to this is I don't think it's disappointing she doesn't know who Asha is, but I also don't think she's meant to know who Asha is. Like, or maybe she's meant to know who Asha is, but it's not a crime that she doesn't know who Asha is. Right. That's where I'm looking at this from. But I think like everybody's too very zeroed in on the it's not an Afrobeats podcast of it all, because if you actually watched
it's a response to the initial vitriol that she was getting. Like people were here writing pieces and threads.
Here's my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you like, when you watch the video, you see when she acknowledges she doesn't know who Asha is, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with her not knowing who Asha is. But they continue the conversation, and she turns to Budge and she says, "Oh, well, I love her." And then Budge responds to her and says,
"How can you love her? I don't know." Budge is hilarious,
and I think like, yeah, that's a in the moment kind of situation. But my thing is that like, it's not crazy for her to not know who Asha is, because I don't know her life. But at the same time, I think that the way everybody is going like, oh, you can't be shocked she doesn't know who Asha is. Well, I am a little shocked. I don't know for being shocked.
I was shocked too.
I don't think it's a crime.
Bellama, we were shocked.
We were shocked too. Trust me, I was shocked.
We were all shocked.
We were all electrocuted.
Because it's like,
we were just not ready to beat her ass because she doesn't know her.
It was just so funny because like, I know everybody's very fickle, but I swear at the beginning of this year, Madam Joyce was the same person that Nigerians were dragging.
Yeah, man.
So it's like very funny to have a whole like, oh, like, oh, it's not that deep. Oh, it's not. And I'm like, it's Asha. Granted, we don't know who Asha is, and that is fine. Because here's the way I see it. It's like expecting an American journalist to be interviewing Burna Boy, and then as he's interviewing Burna Boy mentions P-Square, and the American journalist is meant to be like, oh, I know who P-Square is. Like, if you know who P-Square is, great. If you don't, whatever. But I think it's just the concept of a Madam Joyce who, over the past couple years, has been very tied in with the Nigerian entertainment and music scene. Not directly just music, but entertainment in general. It is not a strange thing to be shocked that she doesn't know who Asha is. But it's also not a strange thing for people to be like, why don't you know who Asha is? Like, I think that's the thing.
No, but we provided some.
She's not an Afrobeats podcast. That's not the point. You don't have to be an Afrobeats podcaster to know who Asha is. And I think it's a reason, but I don't think it's a full reason, because like the people that know who Asha is, they also don't have Afrobeats.
They don't have threads.
Exactly. So like to me, it's like it's not like not knowing.
I would have rather people just be like, "What do you mean you don't know who Asha is?" As opposed
instead
to
of saying it's because she doesn't have Afrobeats podcast. Okay, so the people that know who Asha is and don't have Afrobeats podcast, they have threads. Afrobeats podcast is not a
just come together. I think I would have rather us all come together and be like, "That's very crazy that you don't know who Asha is," than come to see think pieces. Come to see think pieces about
Afrobeats. She doesn't have Afrobeats podcast.
I think people started making. I think
about this. Off talking about Afrobeats artists going on to. This is why you shouldn't have people who are not, music lovers, connoisseurs, interviewing our artists. Because then you have moments like this. I'm like,
and that's why I gave the example that I gave, because it's like, I don't know where you grew up. I don't know your life. I don't know your story. I don't know your situation. It's okay if you do not know who Asha is. I can find it.
But people are saying it's not okay. People are saying it's not okay.
I find it crazy and ridiculous that you don't know who Asha is. But it's okay if you don't know who Asha is. But when you come and you give me a subpar explanation for why somebody doesn't know something, it then becomes like, oh, am I stupid? Because why are you telling me she doesn't have an Afrobeats podcast? That's why she doesn't know who Asha is. Okay, and then the people that don't have Afrobeats podcast and they know, are they?
All right. Real quick. Let me open the floor. Let me open the floor before we have our guest on. Real quick, Taj and Harvey, and then Dante will close out.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me? Just making sure if not.
Yeah, but background is heavy.
Bro, that's that highway that you have.
That highway, yeah, man. It's extremely heavy.
Dante, what do you have?
Oh, we've not heard from Harvey, but yeah.
Wait, can you hear me?
Okay, now much better, much better, much better.
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay, yeah. So, the response to just what you guys are kind of saying at the end is because, everybody like tries to intellectual every conversation, especially speaking on Afrobeats, because Afrobeats has turned to like Nigerian oil. It's like our exports. We get everybody wants to sound logical about it because there's a way to benefit from it or make money from it. Do you understand? Like it's become Afrobeats has become less about just music fans and love of music. It's now everybody wants to. It's
a culture thing.
Create a business out of it or make sense of everything or explain everything. That's why people would talk about the journalism and Baba. She has a podcast and they wanted visibility for Bodge and Bodge went on there. And that was simply what it was, right? Now, obviously,
that's what it
she
is.
doesn't know Asha. It's not the most shocking thing, right? Which is also another thing, right? Which is why I don't really agree with the point of, like it's not an issue. Like I think people watch stuff without backstory and people comment on stuff without backstory, right? Like it's one thing that happens with even a lot of One Jobless Boy posts. Like a part of it is clipped out. People that just see it and just come and start explaining things that they don't have no context about. That's happened. I said what I said too many times. It's typical for podcast culture and Twitter. Like people just come here and have conversations about no like at the end of the day, if you know that the girl, bro, some people won't comment on that post thinking the baby's in Lagos. That's how cool. It's like but when you have the context of like she didn't grow up in Nigeria or she didn't spend most of her life in Nigeria. She was in the UK. Her podcast is also not primarily about Afrobeats. Obviously, she's Nigerian. She has a listenership, and people go there for visibility. But it's not the only thing that has gone on there. Then you wouldn't be angry about it, and then you wouldn't want to start writing 140 characters of takes. That just has to do with the fact that
the takes are crazy.
The girl just doesn't know the artist, and that's fine. Like I'm sure there's some American.
Bro, they want shit.
Real quick, Harvey.
Sorry.
So I was trying to open up the phone for Harvey.
Oh yeah, but in general, it's just the whole point of everybody trying to make this thing. Once again, it has turned to like this Nigerian resources that everybody just wants to benefit out of and sound very smart about. When sometimes it's just I don't know, like bruh.
All right, real quick, Harvey. Appreciate it, Taj.
Hey guys, hope you guys are well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh. Man, I'm leaning towards everyone so far on the issue, like basically what Pepper started with, what Brother Matt picked up on, and what Taj just said. It feels like all the herd mentality conversation on Twitter once again. Like someone picks up something, someone popular says something, and everyone runs with it. For me, when thinking about the whole thing, right, and the clipped out part that we're all talking about, it made me question, right? People are saying Bud shouldn't go to podcasts like that. And man, I'm like, if Bud went to Jimmy Fallon, would that be a problem? Because Jimmy Fallon wouldn't know.
Right, we didn't know Asha either.
These are my points.
It's been ringing in my head. Like Jimmy Fallon's been the name in my head for so long now because like no one would question Budge for it. In fact, it would be heralded if Budge went to Jimmy Fallon. But now everyone wants to chop off Madam Joyce's head for that. I can't understand it. Even like I saw a tweet from Alaji Popping. Basically, I can't tell you exactly what the tweet said, but the way it registered in my mind is, yeah, killer. In my head, I'm like, bro, relax, man.
Yeah, kill her.
Not kill her.
In my head, I'm like, relax, man. Like, I don't know if it's that deep, but yeah, I don't want to like talk too much on the thing. Like, I'm on the same like wave as the rest of you. Yeah, I'm gonna let Dante speak.
All right, Dante.
I don't think there's anything new I wanted to say. I feel like Pepe said it best, to be honest. But two things. One, like if somebody said they don't know someone, it's not really a big deal. So I get you guys saying it shocked you, but I was not shocked. Like maybe because I had context of who she is. But then the Born the Witch energy everybody came with, I was like, where is that coming from? And I feel like it's nuanced. I feel like people are not really saying what's paining them. I feel like there is head mentality, and also like maybe everybody should just make more effort to care about nuances and do a bit of research. Like, oh, okay, he said she doesn't know Asha. Why? Like that's where my mind goes. It's not why with like this big energy of how dare you not know. It's like, oh, why doesn't she know Asha? And if that's like the approach to like most conversations in life, all of us will be doing much better. That's just my point.
Sorry, Dante, something you just said. I'm sorry, guys, just to chip back in. You said something. They've not said we're spinning them. On my life, yeah, that's...
Bro, why do you think I laughed? I said that's actually the real thing.
Yeah,
They've actually
like,
not said what's really doing them,
like,
because I can't believe
so many
we were
factors
writing
coming. Like,
threads.
Nigerians are probably still mad at Madam Joyce for some other things, and then big names are pushing the agenda. And there's also
people this.
And there's also the issue of Nigerians transferring their aggression of the country to like, oh, they're piling on this person. That day it happened. Let's go and pile on. I'm angry. So it's just interesting to watch, but like, not my cup of tea.
Yeah. I just think there are two parts. There's the people that are piling on her for no reason because, God forbid, you don't know somebody. But then there are the people that are trying to defend her and using the wrong sort of defense mechanism because, let me not lie to you.
Belema, I see that point, but like that
I don't know.
angle, I didn't see it though. Like, it's like
No, and I think
the way you said it doesn't make sense.
I was part of the people. I was the part of the people that said she doesn't have an Afrobeats podcast, but that was in response
I get that, but like
the initial. Oh my God! How can our Afrobeat arts be going to this kind
that's
of
what that was
podcast?
for, not the reason why she doesn't know Asha. Yeah, that was for like, oh, this is like a platform. Sure,
her platform is entertainment. It's Afrobeats, not entertainment.
Exactly, and like Tal said, it's visible. She has a big like diaspora like audience, like African diaspora and whatnot. Like that's like if you've been coming across her videos, which I have like on YouTube for like years now, like to this point, it was like kind of interesting to me when I started seeing Afrobeat people going there, you know, which is what in fact I saw a deal on an episode this year. And Odile spoke about things that I've never heard him speak.
Yeah. This kind of podcast bring out different sides.
It wasn't even really about the music. It was just like they were talking about certain things I would like in my head.
Because she pulls on different things for artists.
Her
topics are very different. She's not here to come and dissect your music and what you've been doing since, brother.
This is also like trying to crucify maybe Chinasa Newcamp for not doing something Afrobeats. Like, what are you doing? Like, she invites personalities with all lights of life. She literally just invited some Nobel Prize laureate recently.
Yeah, Machala.
Like it's such a wide range of like
that
people.
Was fire.
Yeah, so
like
good.
are you gonna kill her for not knowing some intricate detail of Afrobeats? Like, I don't know, man.
But then again, there's the Chinasas that do some research, but then we can't.
I'm glad you mentioned the research side because that's an angle I thought about. Because like if I was Madam Joyce,
is like more familiar with Nigeria.
Yeah, and she's more
Even besides that, like if I was having Budge as a Madam Joyce, I would do some research on Budge. I would do some research on how it came up.
But what are the chances you'll find out that
bring up Asha?
Where would Asha pop up in that research?
Here's my thing. If you did the research on Budge, you will know that Budge has spoken several times about how Asha is one of his inspirations.
I hear you on this.
Fair enough.
Fair. All right, man. This is a very interesting conversation, man. Okay, we'll get to the Loj album once we have our guest on, which should be up in a few minutes. But yeah, we'll talk about Loj, we'll talk about Peruzzi, and which other pressing. I mean, there were also singles, not just albums, as well that dropped this past weekend. What else dropped singles wise?
And then we have
Joe Boy.
Music, but then we have upcoming.
Yeah, music too. Yes. We have Black Bones. Okay, we have Black Bones.
We have Budge.
We have Budge. Wait, Budge announced an album.
Album.
He's dropping his sixth album.
Damn, but SDC as well. SDC, show them cam.
SDC as well. Yeah. Everybody's dropping albums.
Very busy year for albums, man. Very busy. Like,
my problem is why are you people
Marvel
dropping in the last
SDC
3 months? Oh, God,
yeah.
I'm irritated.
Sorry, Dante, you said something?
Did you guys come across the Marvel SDC link up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've linked up before. They're link up.
It made people bring up
the fact that it's sampled.
Yeah.
Tomato was sampled by the Oxlade feature.
But the funny thing is, it wasn't even the Oxlade that always was on my, like, in my own brain. It was the Skibby on my record. Because I felt like that was where Oxlade got down.
Nah, it was the same beat. It was just pitched up vocals from Oxlade.
No. Like, I get that. I'm saying the record that I thought of the first time I heard Tomoito was Skibby.
Was not the mine alone.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm just confused as to how you got that.
The one that got sampled was the Oxlade like vocals. And even like the beat is but yeah, I didn't think that was news, but a lot of people don't know, which is cool.
A lot of people didn't know. I said, "Oh, that's nice."
How do people not know? There's some things that I'm like, okay, you're like giving Madam Joyce now at this point.
Sorry, you people are going backwards because now, what if I say, how can Madam Joyce not know who Asha is?
That's the thing, right?
No. It's the sample. It's a sample in Tumoweto.
Somebody said she cannot know, so it's the same way you cannot know Tumoweto was a sample of.
But Manuel asks, how can you not know that's?
No, but how can you not know?
The answer to that is really simple. Like Ima said earlier on this space, like everyone on this space, like if you're tapping into a space like this, you're definitely more than the average listener. Like
average listener,
yeah. Like, but the people that you see commenting on like en masse on different topics.
Wow. So you guys are saying we're all better than everyone outside, man. Is that what it is?
Your words is
that what we're saying?
Nami talk and go beat me. I said it. Yeah. What's the issue?
I'm just on that note, to discover that connection.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
On that note.